it, Swamp Fox fans. She's finally back home. And I want to give a big shout out to Johnson's Transmission in Lugoff, Elgin, South Carolina, off of Highway 1. Probably, I would say, one of the last true honest transmission shops. We went to go pick the car up last week. Shifted fine, everything was excellent. Unfortunately, the air conditioner compressor was locked up, and they fixed it for us. I don't know too many mechanic shops that would actually do that for someone, and we really appreciate it. And because it was the first year of the body style of this Ecoboost, the transmission is actually unique. If it was made before April of 2014, this was actually made in 2013 November, this Escape, the transmission is different, and it is twice the price. There wasn't a used transmission on the entire East Coast. I checked junkyards, I called junkyards myself, and even Johnson said that there wasn't a transmission used one he could even find to help me out, to, you know. And looking at remans were $2,500 just for a reman. Yep, and this is her, our 14 Escape. The paint held up very, very well. You know, I'm gonna wash it and buff it, and, you know, give it a good cleaning. We do have animals. I actually have the ozone machine inside. No, it doesn't smell inside, but I just like throwing an ozone machine in the cars. Any kind of, you know, smells at all, it'll take out. But yeah, 116,000 miles. Yeah, a lot of work, but, you know, we really enjoyed the car. But we're gonna get her cleaned up. She's got brand new transmission in her. She's got about 116,000 miles now, and Ford put an engine in the car at about 70,000 miles. So the car is pretty much new. It's just time to move on to something else. And I know it breaks her heart because it was her first new car, but, you know, we'll let somebody else, you know, take the reins, and everything is right on it. Everything's fixed. The usual, you know, things that would go wrong, like the control arms have been done, brakes. The tires are a year old on it. And no, I'm not trying to sell it to anybody on YouTube, but because we'll probably end up CarMaxing it. I've dealt with trying to sell it to outside individuals, and I'm, you know, not good with people really lowballing me. I get offended pretty quick, and I'll just walk away. I'll just start going higher and higher in price. I'm looking for, you know, if I was going to sell it privately, like 11,000, because I've looked online and they're selling these for 14,000, even with the mileage. So, you know, I would be looking for, you know, 10 or 11,000. And if somebody lowballed me with like 7,000, I'd say 12. Then I go up 13, I go 14, and they would think I was kidding. And I'd be like, no, I'm not kidding. It's time for us to leave, because I know there is a deal, but, you know, whenever someone really lowballs you to the point to where it's offensive, with essentially a brand new engine and a brand new transmission. The transmission's got over a year warranty on the transmission. So, but, you know, I hope everybody enjoyed the last video, well, not my last video, but the first video that kind of got my channel a little bit of recognition was cleaning the valves. And I got a lot of crap for using a screwdriver to clean the valves on her Escape, but I can't remember specifically how to say his name, but his name is like Ford Ecoboost. So I'm sorry, but I butchered his name, but he's a really good Ford mechanic. And I was able to get a little bit of redemption whenever he stuck a screwdriver down in that port and was scraping carbon himself. So I I got so much garbage for using a screwdriver, but people don't realize how deep those ports are to clean the carbon on this car. But this is kind of a goodbye video for my wife's Escape, and we've taken care of it. It's kept us safe. It only left us on the side of the road the one time, and that was whenever the transmission finally went out. But I'm gonna give you a suggestion. If you have one of these cars and it's over 100,000 miles, and you can get one of those warranties, I might would pick one up if you were buying one used, at least for the transmission, because when it goes out, it just stops. I mean, it didn't lock up. It was like free spinning, and almost a $200 tow bill to tow it where we needed to go. It wasn't fun, but that's a good reason why you have towing on your insurance. It at least took $100 off of that bite for the tow bill. But everything else, the air conditioner compressor, I guess whenever he called Ford, that's actually pretty common for the compressors to go out on these. And the compressors really aren't that expensive. I looked them up. You can get a reman for under $300, depending on how cheap of a reman you want to get. But they really did us right at Johnson's Transmission, and I've been going to these guys since I was in high school, taking in my Mustang transmissions multiple times, not because of anything they did. It's because of me. I had too much going through that old T5 transmission, and I would just burn the synchronizers up on it. But they did me right with the air conditioner, and they helped me out a little bit with the price, because it took him so long. He had so much work. He had over 100 cars, and it just took him a while to get to it and to get through it, which is totally fine. But this is gonna be a goodbye, and I really appreciate you guys checking out my Escape videos. Thank you for those who have joined and subscribed to the Swamp Fox family. If you can give me a thumbs up, comment in the description, I'd really appreciate it. Please look for the links in the description. Become a Patreon member if you want to support the channel.